It's okay, guys. Eventually I'll build over here. Your village will look a lot nicer. Eventually. Hey, look, it's scripted content again. Well, kind of. Haven't done much here in the wasteland. I've been playing a little modded. There's that village I was just at, just outside our render distance. I wandered over there one time, accidentally shot a pillager, got killed during a raid. Whatever gear I had over there is gone long ago. Somehow going to incorporate that into something. Put a bunch more slabs down. Oh yeah, there's this giant drum here. That's splat. This is Vivigardia's mob farm we had planned. It's you'll have to watch his video to figure out how this thing works. It involves having cats and dogs and turtle eggs, and stuff falls off or is scared or walks off to its death. The one issue I have is that Viv kind of didn't really put a way in to get to where all the drops go. I notice it's really damn dark down here. I was trying to save on torches by just slabbing everything. It's kind of worked. Kind of. So if I break, what's it block? Is this one here? There. Okay. There's a bunch of towers up there. How do I get into this thing again? Here we are. I had to install my own entrance, which will eventually be a lot easier for people to find once I put something in there. The base is continuing. I came up with this idea, and then I realized I really have nothing much to put in any of these big spots. As in, these are the pillars holding up the city, right? It can get a little dark on the edges. That's fine. Everything here is slabs and stairs. No big deal. And I figured that if people want to come and visit the mob farm, they can come through here and then go over there. I just don't know what to put in here yet. I want something with leaves and water. Now, this being a desert, it's going to be an awful lot of spruce leaves and water, just so it's green and not all gross and, yellow. A quick zip down here. And we grab that. I'm sure he intends to come back and polish this thing off someday. So, oops, something fell. Ooh, an Enderman fell. Something else fell. Stuff falls off of those platforms up there. Which it should be doing now, because I'm more than 24 blocks away, and a lot of this place is lit up. They land on all of this. That minecart picks them all up. They wind up in here. Well, they filter through here to here as an overflow. I need to get some item frames. That chest was kind of full. This one was sort of getting there. I don't want to steal everything. This isn't my mob farm, right? Viv made this so everyone would kind of have a few things. Those are ender pearls that have come from here. He made one of those 3 high, and then so just walks off the edge. Like now. Like, hello? Oh, right, because it's dark upside now. I have a bed on me. I can make it day. There's not things outside of our ability to do. Curly's on right now. He says he's looking at a farm. I think he's cheating. But don't tell anyone I said that. So now that it's day, and I'm 20... Tonk. Now that I'm far enough away, right? Things should be... Hello. Hello, farm. Farm, hello. Hello? Maybe it takes a little time to warm up. Anyway, like I was saying, stuff to do here. I always said that I intended to clad out these mountains over here with something to make them look more interesting. And I finally figured out what. The issue is that it's going to require an awful lot of stuff to make that not look like a desert mountain. Now, if you watched... grab a bunch of this. You saw the giant hole I dug in the world back on last season of Diamond Society. You see some stuff I did with trying to make rock layers look realistic. What I've got open in another window is kind of what I really want to do now. Part of it's going to involve... So this all kind of comes up at a big slant. I was literally just trying to spawn-proof as much of this stuff as I could. This is, however, going to have to be some kind of weird sound. Solid wall, just because the elevation goes up too quickly. However, because it's a solid wall, I can depart somewhat from the way this is going to look. I just need to pick a level here, looking at my visual aid on the next screen. You have to start here. Let's see. What I have in my open window is a test that I did in Creative, of course, on a version of the seed that doesn't have this giant chunk taken out of it. So I just figured exactly how I'm going to do this. I want to go up to... What am I looking at here? From that cactus... Just start there. From that cactus to, I want to say here. But that's an awful long way to go, so we're going to deviate and start here. You're not going to see all of this by the time I'm done. I'm going to have to come back in, torch it, or slab it, or whatever, because what I've got I want to do will completely change a lot of the way this is going to look. The idea is it's going to be a large butte. So I like big. I'm not even going to finish that. That's not even worth finishing. It's also going to have to be done in a way that it's spawn-proof. Because one of the reasons I told Vid he could build that giant tower out here, is that I was eventually going to render all of this desert spawn-proof. Get up there. This entire desert spawn-proof. Because the last thing I want is a wasteland that's covered in torch spam. Not to say there won't be some lights, but certainly not torch spam. Now this part here, this is going to stay like that. We're going to put stairs just to break up the elevation. Are we putting stairs here? Just to sort of round things out a bit more? If you've ever seen a butte in real life, a real butte, an absolute butte, you know the land around them is usually the exact same color, on account of all the material eroded away from the butte winds up on the ground around it. The issue here is that I don't want to make the whole place red. That would have been significantly more difficult than making it all gray. And I mean significantly more difficult than making it all gray. So this is all going to be... We have to have some elevation changes. If you remember the pit mine, you know where the rock layers kind of went up and down in a few spots? This is going to have to go a little bit up and down, but not, oops, not drastically up and down in quite the same way. So I'm going to shut up and throw down a lot of blocks, and when I come back, I'll have an idea what I'm doing. I'll have something to show you what I'm going to do, okay? Okay, so after a little bit of work, we can tell what's working and what's not. Now, one of the issues I always had with terraforming was I didn't quite get the way Minecraft generation works. And you might look at this, and if you're not really paying attention, you would think, oh, this is a big pile of random blocks. It's not. If you look at this bit of random generation here, everything here is done in kind of in circles. Right, so that's a circle, that's a circle, that's a circle. The best way to imagine this is if you had a central block. So say this right here was your central part. You then added angled slabs to the sides, added more, added more, added more, and that's the best way to visualize Minecraft generation. So got that, covered that over here. If you look at this here, yes, that's a little regular. We're going to break that up. That's just for one little notch. This is going to come out like that. But you can tell that when you don't do it, the generation looks bad. Right? So we have this, basically this big square here. Part of that is the fact that that band is gray concrete powder. We can't, there's no stairs for concrete powder, right? So that band, we're kind of stuck with the way that band looks. So it's going to have to show up halfway between something. So provided if I go get myself some stairs, it's not a Minecraft episode unless you've forgotten something. Let's grab a bit more these and these, and a bit more andesite. And we use this sand to pillar up so we can get rid of it afterwards and not forget what it is. Really? Let's get up here to this notch. Ooh, that's a flat spot. Oh, I did miss that one. There. Come here, sand. Like that. To this notch. We have to knock this down. We'll knock it down like this. Put a piece of diorite. Put a stair. That last piece of andesite. This spot here. Let's grab stair off the start. Not that cactus. We can't place cactus in a wall. We're even insane. Take this whole chunk down. We've got a stair here. We can put a stair here. I said we can put a stair here. Through there, if we put a slab. Fill this back in with diorite. Knock that out and have our sand collect itself. So already a chunk of that notch looks better. I think I need to take that down one more. The sand at. Parkour our way back up here again. Right, because you're it's gonna have to come down one more. That's a slab. That's how I had it, wasn't it? So let's go stair. Fill in that diorite there. That's our diorite level. Back down like that. Put a stair. Oh, that's stone. And back down again. There, so already that looks a bit more natural, right? That's a big long slab that comes like that. Why is it nighttime? Always nighttime. If I ever run a server, it's going to be eternal day on the surface. Caving will be an absolute nightmare. So, after a bit more work, we're getting it rounded out. Our next issue is that it looks a little too regular. You notice that it's like band, right? Now, yes, rock layers do form nice, big, wide layers. In this case, this would be sediment. It was deposited over a very long period of time. And unfortunately, I would just say fortunately, is that while rock layers do deposit at fairly regular and dependable levels. Oh, I got something stuck here. Don't have a torch. Where are you? It's in my face. You are. Oh, for real? What's going on here? It's in my face now. Ran out of torches, so I can't really, Here you are. Pick's a little too strong. Okay, now, as I was saying, rock layers do form in predictable bands. In that when you have one layer, you have another layer on top of it. Does not mean, however, that those layers are going to be strictly confined to being at exactly the same level. Okay, andesite. It's the second time I've tried not to place you. Okay, you know what? You're going off my hotbar. It'd be like that. Right off my hotbar. A couple spots will bring her down a bit. Carry it across. Let's see here. The dumb andesite back. Finish this level off. That's a bit of stone that I'm using for scaffolding. That's okay, it'll break things up a little bit. I intend to come back and throw a little cobble into that andesite just to break it up. Because cobble works well with andesite, I find, especially from a distance. Stone, not so much. Like if you back up way over here. By the time you get back here, that's kind of blended in, right? So if I grab some cobblestone, which is this chest. Let's grab a little bit of cobblestone. Cobblestone also has the benefit of being stair and slabbable. Knock those out and I go do. Go back one more. Let's go there too. That. All the way back here. See, that sticks out a little bit better. Adds a bit more texture to what from a distance becomes a rather featureless block. That's another reason I didn't go with stone, because this would just be a solid gray, right? Wouldn't look very good at all. This backside. Well, that's going to bring an abrupt end to the episode. Going to do real fast here. On this backside, we have to go down. Did I go one more block here? That. Throw andesite in. You're going to have to be a... No, wrong stair. Stair. So a slab here. You want to be a stair. That. I have a lot of cleanup to do back here. You need to be a stair in order for this corner to work. Which is like the slab. Stone. Going to run out of time here. There. That should make that corner work properly. See? Comes down like that, comes down, comes down, comes down. Those need to come down a bit better. Granted, they're not like super square like that, but they look super square because I just use slabs. I have to go back and rough it up with some stairs. And then carry it around the whole rest of the mountain. Make a nice promontory here. I'll probably just go with a retaining wall of broken cracked brick and stone brick. Raise this up. I can put a house there or something. It'll look a little nicer. But until then, I'm just going to eat potatoes until the server stops. I'll see you later.